Some people love HDR photography. HDR photos are made up of two or more photographs of the same scene, and they're usually taken with different exposures. And the reason for doing this is that by combining multiple photos taken in this way, with some brighter than others, some darker than others, you're able to create then an image that you can capture more tonal range in than you can with a single frame. And one key aspect of doing this is that you've got to have your camera firmly mounted on a tripod so it doesn't move between exposures and you get exactly the same composition each time. And this is because if the camera does move between frames, when you go to combine the images, you're going to get ghosting where the images don't match up perfectly. And to vary the exposures, you can do this with manual settings on your camera, or on most cameras you've got what's called an auto bracketing feature. So you can set this to take a series of photographs so that some of them are overexposed and some of them are underexposed, and there'll be one that's correctly exposed. And you can use these to then combine to make an HDR photograph. And on some newer cameras and on phones, this function can also be done in camera or in the phone automatically by the firmware that's there. So you won't have to use an external app or device to combine the images that you've made for your HDR photograph. But many series photographers who love their HDR technique prefer to have better control and more manual control, so they will use software or an app to help them better control the way the HDR photo looks, because they can manage the adjustment on each layer on each photograph to get it looking precisely the way they want to. And this can be done, as I mentioned, through a specific app or program that's designed to create HDR images, or you can use your regular software like Affinity Photo or Lightroom or Photoshop to combine HDR images. These programs even have automated features that you can use to combine HDR images. And like any aspect of photography, the more you are in control of the process, the less automated it is, the more creative you can be with your HDR photography. And there's two key things that you've got to remember with HDR photography too, is that the more you practice it and the more you experiment and try out different things, the better you'll get. You'll get more creative and get more interesting results the more you experiment and practice. You'll get more of a feel for how to expose your photos to get precisely the dynamic range that you're looking for. And then when you're combining them, you'll also get a feel for how much brightness or how much detail you can pull out of certain areas of shadow or that are too dark. And like any genre of photography, it will take time to develop your style. You need to get used to the settings and how you can combine the individual images to make an HDR photograph. At first, it may seem challenging, it may seem a bit difficult, but the more you do it, the more you'll love it, and you'll end up being able to create some fabulous HDR photos. I hope you've liked this video, I hope you've enjoyed it. Please click the like button down below, and if you're new to our channel, click the subscribe button and the bell icon so you can stay up to date when we release new videos. Thanks for watching.